All right, family. We black again. Continuing on with the African news of the night. You see what I'm saying? History and heritage is going down. It's the Truth Hour with General Sara Seti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. 20% off at this time. Everything in the store is 20% off. Come get it. It's for you. Come get it. 20% off. We got all the fly products you ever gonna need. We got the Jurassic Classic DVD lectures by the General. You already know that ain't nothing but fire. We got the t-shirts and the hoodies. We got for the kings and the queens. We got you. We got the African and Kemetic jewelry of all kinds, medallions. We got the necklaces, West Africa, East Africa, even got the Naga Kush, Onks, all seeing eye. Like I said, we got the cosmic talismans for your family. Come check us out, KingSeti.com. We got the holistic herbal tonics and remedies. We also got home decor accessories for every room in the house, living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom. We got you. 20% off everything in the store, KingSeti.com. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com. Seti University, over 900 video presentations on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. The complete General Sara Seti website. Get your behind in class today. That's right, family. Highlighting Too Raw for YouTube. Of course, banned videos from the General, The Black Woman is God, video library series and catalog. We got the making of a nigga. We also got the making of a white man. And you already know that ain't nothing but fire. General Seti, keep it popping on Patreon, BPC, making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle on YouTube. Just dropped was Ancient Egypt, powered by vibranium-like stones from the Congo. Part 2 is tomorrow. Part 2 is tomorrow. So we got a lot of smoke over there on Patreon. We got over 150 live, exclusive live stream, only for exclusive to Patreon, General Seti. Get over there and get that treasure chest, because you know it's nothing but fire. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube pages, King Seti, General Seti, Sara, Suten Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass, and the moderators will ban you too. Okay, I'm coming in late. We dealing with my bloody Valentine's Day expose. You see, we dealing with it, family, because, you know, they ain't going to tell you the truth. You know, I'm all through about them holidays. You know, I know everything that, you know, that they ain't going to tell you, don't want to tell you. You see, and so we're going to drop right on off into it today. That's right. That's how we do. Ain't no need to, you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, let me get it in there. The veil of St. Valentine's Day must be removed. You see? And so we seeing some icons there. You see that heart? You see, the what they call the ritual, the sacrifice, the heart sacrifice. You see, you got blood ritual, heart sacrifice. And you're going to see that some of these stories, though they tend to be religious, you see they are in alignment with the demonic stories. Same story. You see? Same story. You didn't know that, but I'm going to show you. You see, as we look at the vampire with the stake through the heart, right? We looking at some of these icons that, that they associate with this so-called Valentine's Day. That's right. Let me get the other one up there. There you go. I need both of them. That they don't want to tell you about, you don't want to know about. You see, we're going to talk about Cupid. That's right. The so-called God of love. A little baby. Very weird. You see, shooting arrows through the heart. That's very interesting. Shooting arrows through the heart. Nobody ever, how is that love? You see? Motherfucker shoot an arrow through your heart. Yeah, I'm just going to ask you the question. You know what I'm saying? I just never understood that one, The arrow through the heart. That's love. You better think it. We got to think about it. We never think. We don't think. We just do. You see, we're not taught to pull the veil back. You see? We're not taught to pull the veil back and say, well, damn, that don't the motherfucking arrow through the heart? That's love? Is it? Okay. And then you got Cupid. A baby. Is the God of love. Yeah. And so we need to talk, because we'll deal with his name in the Roman. You see? Now in the Roman, in the Greek, he's Cupid. But see, in the Roman, he's Eros. I say, what? Did you hear that? In the Roman, he's Eros, which is the root of erotic. I say, what the fuck? Wait a minute. What is really going on here? See, these are the symbols that is associated with this. You see? Erotic. I say, wait a minute, how is a child, the God of anything, erotic? I say, wow. Something ain't right here. It's something just not right. You see? And so, also very heavy in this, because we understand that this is a Roman holiday. Most of the holidays have their origins in Rome. You see? From Saturnalia to even Lumeria. In some aspects of Halloween, coming out of Lumeria, which was a holiday that in ancient Rome, where they gave I think it's veneration to the dead, to make sure that they would stay down in the graves. You see what I'm saying? So they would pay homage and put things on the grave, and so that they would stay in the grave, candles and so on and so, to appease the spirits. And so that later became All Souls Day, you see, for the Roman Catholics. And so the holiday that became Valentine's Day was Lupercalia. You see, Lupercalia. And so we know that Luper is the she-wolf. We know that Luper is the she-wolf. You see? And so, so you got your Lupercalia, you see? And so, you got a lot of stuff going on here that, we gonna deal with. Okay, we got a lot of things going on that we gonna deal with, and we gonna do it swiftly and in all power. Okay, and so let me get that. We see here in Roman mythology, Lupercus is a god sometimes identified with the Roman god Phaneus, who is the Roman equivalent to the Greek god Pan. And so we already know what Pan is. Pan is a maniac. He's a sexual deviant. He's deviant. He's okay with anything under the sun. He's very aggressive. He takes what he wants. He violates. You see many images where Pan just, he just kidnapped the women. He did carry them off and shit, and so he's all right with children. He's a pedophile. Yes, he is. We got to deal with this. We're not gonna now, for the sake of no, we're gonna say what it is. And so when we see these symbols and shit, now it has nothing to do with if you want to show your wife, your woman, whoever it is, love. Now there's nothing but the symbolisms. You see, to do it under the symbolism, now you are, you're responsible now. You're responsible because you just can't do whatever you want. You can't. You got to be able to, if you do, and you do it in a way of respect, and then that's cool. But then when you shooting little arrows and little babies, and this the same Roman Catholic Church, and there's goddamn near 200 million lawsuits against them, and you see for these types of activities, then you got to know, you know what I'm saying? There's something we got to identify that been going on with these people for a very long time. And it's not right. It's sick and it's satanic in all aspects, you see. And so Lupercalia is the god of shepherds. His festival celebrated on the anniversary of the founding of his temple on February 15th was called the Lupercalia. His priests wore goat skins. Okay, so it was also, you venerated the goat and you venerated the she-wolf. Okay, you also venerated the she-wolf. Okay, and so they, when you talk about Luba and he, he's also the guardian. So, it's almost like the yin and the yang to have Lupa and have the she-wolf there because he's like the guardian of, of the flock. You see, he's the guardian of the flock, and, he's guarding the flock from the wolf, you see. And so you already know you got a lot of things going on here. You see, you got a lot of things going on here. Now, if you I believe this is the I don't know if this, I don't think this Capitoline Hill, but this is one of the hills, and up under this hill right here, up under, because Rome has 7 hills, and up under this particular, because you can look at the bottom and you can see the edifice on the top. You see, and it's falling down, after the barbarians, which the Romans were barbarians themselves. They call them the Vandals, attacked Rome, and and they set it ablaze. But right here is the traditional founding, and I believe it is Capitoline Hill. You see, I believe it is Capitoline, but I'll back it up. You see, and so up under here is a cavern. You see, there's a cavern where they say, Remulus and Romulus was fed and weaned. And Remulus and Romulus are, the 2 founders of Rome. And actually Rome was named after Romulus. You see, and so they were abandoned by their parents for whatever reason. I don't know if they were being sought after, and they had to abandon them, you see, and they were raised by a she-wolf. Okay, and so also a part of this celebration, the Lupercalia, the founding of Rome, you see, and this aspect of the Remulus and Romulus being raised by the she-wolf. Okay, so it says sacrifices of goat and a dog by the Lupercalia, offering of cakes by the Vestals, of fertility rite in which the goat skin clad leprechaun strike women who wish to conceive. You see, and so what happens is they sacrifice the goat. You see, and so we understand this is Lupercus. You see Lupercus, which is also for news, which they all the goat deities. Half goat, half man. You see, and it says after the sacrifice of the goat was made, the priest would dress up in bloody goat skin. The flesh would be carved into thin strips and used to whip women in the streets to promote fertility. You see him right there with the goat skin on. Any holiday that they get into, they about to go. And so I told y'all back in December, I say all of these holidays are interconnected, and they're not one different from the other. One leads into the other, and all of them are highly venerated in the worship of Pan, the great god Pan. You see, in which it identifies their sexuality, which is all over the fucking board. They go, anything goes with Pan. So they just let you know they have all type of orgies and all type of sick shit, and and all type of and it goes down. You see, it goes down. And so you see that Lupercalia, that was the name of the cave. And so again, that they take strips, after they cut the goat, and they keep the blood, and they have blood rituals where they almost as if when they put that that cross on the forehead, you see him right there, and it looks like they blessing him with the goat blood. You see, and they cut up strips of the goat. You understand what I'm saying? And they dip it down in the blood, and they run around and they whip. You understand what I'm saying? Women or whatever. And this is supposedly to make them fertile. You see? And the whip was called the February. You see? And so you in February, and so the strip itself was called the February. You see? And so they got statues, where they show, the Lupercalia, they show it. You see, they got statues right on in the museum, and you see them right there with that whip. You see, and so, and here again, you see, the Luperca, the Luper is the female wolf. And so Lupercus, in that it seems like the opposite of Luper. So I guess he's the one to protect the flock. You see, and so, but they both the yin and the yang of this holiday. So Luper is the female wolf. You see, and so again, this is also a holiday where they venerate the founding of Rome. Okay, and so it's heavily, with the Cupid, and automatically when you see the Cupid, the Eros, you already know what's going down. You see what I'm saying? Is Roman in origin. And so the thing is, when we talk about Cupid and he shoot a person through the heart, you see, and we somehow we think that that's a symbol. That's not no damn symbol of no damn love. Nigga, that's the symbol of death. Because we don't understand that the arrow, which is a stake, is the method in which, the vampire is killed. You see? We don't understand that. Even when you're talking about Jesus, when they nailed him to the cross and they stuck the stake through his heart. You see? It's death. It's a symbol of death. And we're going to show you that this is an occult, understanding that they didn't trick family into engaging in the symbolisms. Okay? The symbolism. We're dealing with the symbolism. How then does a heart with a stake through it become a symbol of love? It is a symbol of death. Now, since this is totally not the shape of a human heart, what is the hidden symbol of this shape and object? See, that's another thing. See how they slick to do that. You see, that's not no heart. What is that? You see? And so you got to understand somebody has designed that, that symbol. Somebody designed that symbol. Okay? It's not a heart. A heart don't look like that. You see? So what is it? You know? And so a heart with an arrow shot through it represents death and sacrifice. This does not represent love. And so what is it? So I'm going to show you exactly what it is, because it's continuing to stay in the aspects of the Lupercalia, of the Luper, of the Fanus, of Pan. You see, it's the goat horns, and you see it comes down into the beard, which we're going to show you. You see, that's exactly what it is. And so, you see it, and you see here with the heart, you see, that's death. That's, but see, this is the stake. You see, but a arrow is a stake. So they're not showing you that it's a sacrifice that's going on. You see? And so, when they say my bloody Valentine, that's because they knew what it was. They knew what it was. They didn't just make something up. Why would they do that? My bloody Valentine. Why would they say that? Because they know the origins of what is the occult origins of what it really is. So when you see, that's what a heart looked like. Okay? You can see the heart inside what's supposedly a heart. That's not no damn heart. You see? That's a symbol. That's the hidden symbol of the goat. That's what it is. And we'll prove that. You see? We'll prove it. And so when we come down here, we show again. You see right there the vampire with the stake through the heart, the arrow through the heart. The arrow is a stake. Okay, I want you to understand that. It is a stake. So when they say Cupid shot the arrow through the heart, then they're showing you that this is a form of sacrifice. Not no love. Because they never knew what love was, no way. And so here you see, now look, you see here, you see the two hands of Jesus and the feet, and you see the stake, the spear that was put through his heart. So really the reality is the same methodology by which you killed a vampire is the same methodology by which Jesus himself was, they put the death blow to him with the arrow through the heart. Matter of fact, I got it up here. And they refer to it as the stake. Jewish law stated that the body of a criminal hung on a stake after execution should not remain all night on the stake. Deuteronomy 21, 22, 23. See, so they refer to it as the stake. You see, they refer to it as the stake. And so the same methodology by which, you see, they bring the finality to the vampire is the same. Jesus died the same death. That's what he did. And so when you think of it, when you see, you got to look. You see? And you see the heart is in there. You see, and she got a motherfucking arrow going through her head. You see? That ain't no good look. That ain't no good look. You see it in here too. You see the heart, what is appeared to be the heart in Fanus, Lupercalia, Lupercus. You see? Now, this is the Aztec. You see? And you can see him doing the blood sacrifice where they take the heart out of there. You see? And so anytime you start talking about some stakes through some damn heart, ain't no damn love going on. I don't know what y'all talking about. You see? You done been tricked. You see? And so this is just like, it's no different than when you go and get your communion. You go get your goddamn communion and you say, oh, this is the blood of Christ, and and this is the body of Christ, and you niggas sit up there and you have a ritualistic cannibalism. You see what I'm saying? Where you eating and shit, the body and so on and so forth. This is the heart of Jesus. Now you see there how they, it stuck him in the heart. You see? Stuck him in the heart. And so when you look at the vampire with the stake through his heart, and then, the vampire died the same death as Jesus. The stake through the heart. And so when you talk about, That, Eros and Eros. And so you see it's a lot of crazy shit going on in that holiday. Very, very, very up, and the other ones is, but this one is is more up in your face, sinister. You see what I'm saying? The other ones, yeah, there is some wild shit going on. It's most definitely wild and belligerent and outlandish and off the meters perverted. All of them, but this one is a more sinister, one because we just seen that they use the goat blood. You see, so the blood is there. They drip it down in there. So the sacrifice is in a dog and a goat. You see, and they dipped it, like I say, they dip the strips, they cut the skin the goat up, and and so you see right here, see there, when he didn't like that because he already know what that means. You got happy Valentine's Day, and motherfucker got the A or the stake through the heart, the arrow through the heart. He already know what that means. You see what I'm saying? And so, they didn't trick our people, into performing, and even, going through any type of ritual like that. You see, ain't no playing with no shit like that. You got to let that shit be. Cause that's just like when I seen, you look at them damn vampire movie, and they, and even Aaliyah, you see when she played that, the queen of the damn and shit, and they eat that heart and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the Aztecs and all of that. And it wasn't no good thing that happened. You know what I'm saying? That movie, matter of fact, right, she passed right before that movie was released. You see, passed right before that movie was released, but she had already done the movie. She had already, and it's some lot of wicked shit in that movie. You see, a lot of heart sacrifice and so on and so forth. And so, you know what? Let me show you this one. You think, and they be having these mock sacrifices. Where that one at? There you go. You think, and I'm gonna show you. They be having all these mock sacrifices, like this one. Like this one. Let me get this over here if I can. Let me put this one over here. See, because they had that where they made that damn cake and they cut the damn cake up. You see, they cut the cake up and shit. You know what I'm saying? And and they fed it, and I don't know if it was that Abramovic witch. You see what I'm saying? She's a witch, and Jay-Z and them was doing all type of, they was with her. You see, they was with her. You see? And so, again, when you're talking about, that's not the heart. You see, when you start talking about, that's what a heart look like. And if you try to put it down in there, you see that's not the shape of a heart. Well, if it's not the shape of a heart, what is it the shape of? You see? What is the shape of it? Like anytime you see any of these crazy ass, like the Aztec, and they, and they've been having them sacrifices. They've been having them. You see, they've been having them down through the damn, through the ages. You see, they've been having them down through the ages. And so you see, even here, where old Krampus and shit, he got them on this, he turning them motherfuckers, you see? And so they got even Krampus, and you can see in his face, you see? That's a symbol, that's a symbol. He got them on the stake. You see, and he frying them up. You know what I'm saying? And so wait a minute, let me get this one. Yeah, no, I don't know if that was Abramovich. Yeah, look at this shit. Yeah, let me drop this one in so y'all can see it. You see? Yeah, they be having them mock, you know what I'm saying, where they cannibalistics and shit. You see, and I want y'all to understand that, you know, and you sitting there thinking it's a game and it's not a game, and and even in this is in Belgium, you see, where they under Leopold, they committed genocide down in uh in the Congo, and they mutilated the people, cut their hands off. And so these motherfuckers go put little hand candies in the damn, in the bakeries and shit. You see? And they, so they into that, they into that ritualistic cannibalism. You see? They in that ritualistic cannibalism. And so you can't just, take all this shit and think that no, it's reality. It's reality. Let me show y'all something. Now, this old Leopold with his ugly ass. He the one did all that ruthlessness down there. He was drinking the blood. He was drinking it. He was drinking it. You see? He was drinking it. And so, let me see this. Yeah, check this shit out. See? And so, even the littlest shit, you might not think it is what it is, but it's real. You see? And so, just like, you got the brother there and you see him up there and they eating on his ass. And so, you got to understand in rituals that the strawberry can also be the symbol of a heart. You see, and they dip them motherfuckers down in chocolate, so they tell you. And a lot of people don't understand, but you need to go do your research that they was performing cannibalism on African people during slavery. Go look at the movie Goodbye Uncle Tom. Yeah, go look at the movie Goodbye Uncle Tom. They make a joke about that, about eating niggas. You see? You think it's a game. What you think when they was chopping and they hanging, they chopping, what you think they was doing? If they eating all type of animals, they got all type of nuts and shit, the dog, mountain oysters and all of that. See, you got to understand. So when you see shit, you see this. Wait a minute, let me show you. So you know what kind of heart that is. Yeah, you keep thinking it's a game. Okay, so you see this. Yeah, you see this, and you see the white cake. You see the stripe might be cheesecake, but have you seen this one? You see, they letting you know that the strawberry is a ritualistic symbol for the heart sometimes. And so until they get you behind the scenes and they'll show your ass. You see, they'll show you. So when you look at this, when you say, oh, okay, but you don't understand the ritualistic symbolism that's behind that and what that means. You see, and so you see, wait a minute, you see, where am I? Okay, that's the one. And so in reality, this is what they thinking. You see, that's what they thinking. But this is what they'll give you, and they'll laugh and have little dinner dates and shit and invite you over, and they'll have you there, and they'll be laughing all around your ass. You understand what I'm saying? Until later on, and then your ass come up missing, and then nobody will know where your ass at. You see, nobody know where your ass at. And they've been to have them a nice little time with you. You see, and so, like I say, nigga, you better be careful about what you don't know, because what you don't know can hurt you. You see, and so until you better, keep your eyes open and shit and watch what you drink and eat around these people, because your ass might go to sleep and you might not wake up. You see what I'm saying? Your ass wake up in pieces and shit. They've been to had your ass dissected. And so, and so again, I'm going to just show you. Again, you see, they in there carving him up. You see, that's some real weird shit. That is some real weird shit. For real. That's some real weird shit. So family, this is it for tonight. I'm going to push the next one up. You know what I'm saying? Blood, my bloody Valentine's Day exposed. And so you look at the symbolisms and, and nothing wrong with showing love to your woman and to your man, your husband, your wife, nothing wrong with that. You see, but when you attach it to these symbols, you see that have come down from these sick people, you are doing yourself a very devious, satanic thing. And you know what I'm saying? And we got to learn to separate from these things once we learn what they mean. All right, family, this is the General. I'll see you early tomorrow. I'm going to get an early start because I got some more powerful videos that I really wanted to talk about today, but I got a late start. So I'll see you early tomorrow. We got a powerful one up. Hinduism becoming the fastest growing religion in Ghana. I say, I cannot believe this. They over here fooling. Ain't nothing but fooling. And so we going to deal with that tomorrow. So click that damn notification bell. Make sure you got notifications on because this is one that you ain't going to want to miss. This is the General Sara, Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.